in 2020, a billion-dollar coffee company admitted something almost unbelievable. It had faked hundreds of millions of dollars in sales, not hidden, not misreported, completely fabricated at a time when the world is obsessed with startup growth, unicorn valuations, and billion-dollar IPOs. One company showed just how dangerous that obsession can become. This is the story of Luckin Coffee, the company that tried to defeat Starbucks in China and built its empire on numbers that never existed. Luckin Coffee was founded in 2017 in China. From the very beginning, it had one clear mission: to dominate the coffee market. China was seen as the next great frontier. Coffee consumption was rising rapidly. Urban professionals were embracing modern lifestyles. And one company already stood at the top: Starbucks. But Luckin didn't want to compete slowly. It wanted to win instantly. The company's strategy was bold: aggressive discounts, free coffee offers, mobile-only ordering, and hyper-fast expansion. Stores appeared everywhere: office districts, shopping areas, transit hubs. Within just 2 years, Luckin had opened more than 4,000 stores across China. It was expanding faster than almost any coffee chain in history. Investors were captivated. The story was perfect: a tech-driven coffee company, powered by data, built for speed, and designed for scale. In 2019, Luckin Coffee went public on the Nasdaq. Its valuation soared into the billions. It became known as China's answer to Starbucks, a rising empire. But behind the rapid expansion, there was pressure, relentless pressure to show growth, to prove profitability, to justify the hype. Because in the world of startups, growth is not just expected, it is demanded. Soon, small cracks began to appear. Analysts noticed something unusual. Luckin was offering massive discounts, sometimes even giving coffee away for free, and yet, its reported revenues kept rising sharply, too sharply. There were whispers: was this growth real? Were customers loyal, or just chasing discounts? Still, most investors ignored the concerns. The momentum was too strong. The narrative was too attractive. Then came the turning point. In early 2020, an anonymous report surfaced online. It was detailed: thousands of data points, hours of surveillance, and one explosive claim: Luckin Coffee was fabricating its sales numbers. At first, the company denied everything. Executives dismissed the report, but the pressure didn't go away. It grew stronger. Regulators began paying attention. Investors demanded answers, and internally, panic began to spread. Luckin launched its own investigation. What they uncovered confirmed the worst fears. The company had fabricated approximately $300 million in revenue. Employees had created fake orders, inflated transaction volumes, and manipulated financial data to present an illusion of growth. Fake customers, fake receipts, real money based on unreal numbers. The fraud wasn't accidental. It was systematic, carefully executed, and deeply embedded within the company's operations. The market reacted instantly. Luckin's stock collapsed. In a matter of days, billions of dollars in value disappeared. Investors around the world were stunned. A company once celebrated as a future global giant had been exposed as a house of cards. The consequences were severe. Top executives, including the CEO and COO, were removed. Investigations were launched in both China and the United States. The company was eventually delisted from the Nasdaq. Lawsuits followed, investors demanded compensation, and the credibility of fast-growing startups took a major hit. But the story didn't end there. Unlike many companies destroyed by scandal, Luckin Coffee survived. It restructured, new leadership took over, operations continued, stores stayed open, and slowly, the company began to rebuild. Today, Luckin still operates across China. In fact, it has regained significant market presence, but the scandal remains a permanent mark on its history. The Luckin case exposed something deeper: a dangerous culture within high-growth startups. where speed matters more than sustainability, where valuation matters more than truth, and where numbers are sometimes treated as flexible. It also raised uncomfortable global questions. How many companies are exaggerating their success? How often do investors ignore warning signs? And how easy is it to manipulate financial data in the race for growth? So what do you think? Was Luckin Coffee a bold startup that pushed too far? Or a carefully designed fraud from the very beginning? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Because in today's financial world, growth can create billion-dollar empires overnight, but when that growth is built on illusion, it collapses just as quickly, and sometimes the difference between a revolutionary company and a massive fraud is nothing more than numbers that were never real.